For so many years, people have come to swim in the rocky area of the 40 foot because of its clean water. For many years it has been a male-only bathing place until women invaded it in 1974. Molly kept this receipt of 3p entry to the 40 foot as a souvenir.
Well, here we are in Sandy Cove, and it's a little beach where I learned to swim when I was 9 years old. And here I am, I'm 70 in a week or two, and I'm still swimming there. 40 foot used to be a men-only bathing place until the women invaded it in 1974.
In 1974, a group of women protesting invaded the 40 foot, a swimming point traditionally for men only at Sandy Cove in Dublin. RTE report shows the Women's City group invasionary force swimming in the water and protesting on the shore with placards. Slogans include, "The 40 foot is for women too." An angry male swimmer tells the RTE crew to leave the area and says, "There was a time when no self-respecting woman would be in here anyway." Another man points out that they don't rush into Dún Laoghaire Golf Club and say it should be open to everybody. Women have swum at the 40 foot ever since this protest.
I grew up in Dún Laoghaire, and I do remember as a young man, young boy really, swimming in the 40 foot. At that time, surrounded by ancient old men like I am now. My father was actually an actor, and he had a part in a black and white movie, one of Joyce's books, and it involved him scrambling around, being filmed scrambling around naked, and I remember my mother at the time saying, "Oh my God, I hope that's never shown, I'd die of embarrassment."
The 40 foot has long been a source of controversy, but it was never the focus of such attention as it was this morning when over 1,000 people turned up for a feminist challenge. It was reported that up to 300 women would claim their privilege of bathing naked in this male stronghold. In the event, there were less than 5. Did any of the men come near you?
I felt that it was a beautiful place to swim. The water is always deep. It's the only place I know of like this. And I felt that it should be a male privilege.
The 40 foot at Sandy Cove has been a male bastion on Dublin's south side for 150 years. In recent years, several women's groups have come here to swim and make the point that such blatant sexism is unacceptable. But until today, such protests had very little effect. So how did the gentlemen of Sandy Cove Bathers Association react to this morning's events?
In a puritanical country, liberty. I mean, if the women want to swim in the nude, they can go and organise their own place.
Don't women have the right to make the point by coming down here to say that there shouldn't be male preserves where people can bathe naked and intimidate women who decide to come along?
Yeah, but the women come down and intimidate the men, and one of the things they do is rush to the police and say there are a whole lot of naked men down there.
My experience with it is that it's a tremendous delight and pleasure to my daughter, who swims there, hail, rain, sun or snow, on Christmas morning. And I have to escort her there with the hot water bottle, a bottle of brandy and Prosecco, and 2 big towels so she can go in the freezing cold water for her swim after the Christmas breakfast. And there we are in the morning with the jolly crowd of semi-naked young fellows, children, old people, women.
Jaya's daughter Wendy spends most of her weekends with her little girl Kayla, as she loves to swim and play in the sandy beach at the 40 foot.
As I understand it, the 40 foot was an army regiment. That's my understanding. But gentlemen have been swimming here since they started swimming. It's just the way it's been. Then more recently, it was opened up to everybody. Nell McCaffrey and her friends came down one day, and they came in and they were very welcome. Not by everybody, but they were very welcome. And it's been expanding ever since.
Books have been written about the 40 foot, and many have been inspired to shoot films in the surrounding area. The 40 foot was featured in the movie based on the book Ulysses by James Joyce.
See him. There's a friend of mine. Joins me the odd day.
Daniel seems to meet the same seagull every time he goes for a swim with his friends.
So up to now, it's been 250 years of people doing this more or less every day, just dipping in, out, going home. Like almost religious.